Now, very briefly, I'm going to explain to you how we make the icons. First of all, we use a special material, which is called canvas. It is covered with gesso, honey, and bones glue. And then, as a next step, we start working with regular canvas by making the sketch of the icon here, as you see here, which is always copied from original ones that you can find either in monasteries or in museums. In other words, it's a reproduction from original Byzantine old icons. Then we apply the first gold leaf. Well, that's the gold leaf that we use. Normally, it's 18 carats. Sometimes it can be even 24 carats. We always use a special glue, which is called mixion, and as a result, it's the glitter of the background, like you see here around the sketch. Then we proceed to the colors. Well, these are the colors. I'll just show you. The technique is called egg tempera, and it's a mixture of mineral pigments, always natural colors in powder, the blue one, which is called lapis lazuli, the egg yolk in vinegar, the yellow one. We first start with dark colors and then we edge up with the brightest. Well, as soon as we finish with colors, we take a piece of wood. Normally we use cypress wood, like the one that you see here, which is a symbol of eternal life, and we stick the icon on it. Well, the icon that you just see now, it's called Lycophilousa. In Greek, it means sweet kiss of Mary. It's symbol of protecting family, and it's one of the most important representations of Virgin Mary in Orthodox Church. Then we continue by applying the second gold leaf on the frame of the icon. Well, the red one is the frame, and we are going to apply the gold leaf in that way. Just to show you the way. Well, the gold leaf has a special meaning. It symbolizes always the divine light. And then we take a soft brush like that, and we clean it. Like that. So that's the result, how we get it. It's interesting. So finally, we apply black varnish behind, and in the front, we let it to dry for a while, and then with a piece of cloth, we clean it, but we always pay attention that we leave some dark parts, some dark signs in the front, so the icon looks exactly as an old Byzantine icon that you can find either in monasteries or in museums. Finally, we apply our certificate, mentioning always that this icon can be freely exported and that this is a handmade piece. By the way, that the icon of New Testament is Jesus Christ with images of the apostles. You can find a relevant one as an Old Testament icon. So, if you would like to buy icons, I would like to inform you that you can benefit indeed from special offers that we make for groups. So for that size or bigger one, you will have 40% off from initial price. That means this icon is 25 from initial price of 42 euros, always handmade and hand-painted. And for smaller sizes like that, you will have 30% off. That means this icon is 18 euro from 26 first price. By the way, it's a very important icon. It's called Iatrissa in Greek, means the healer. In other words, helps people to recover from illness. You will also have the opportunity to find, well, you will find that chain here inside the exhibition. So that's the famous Greek design, which is called Meandros. It's symbol of eternity. It's a mix of 60% gold and 40% titanium, and you can have it as long as you want it, either as a necklace or as a bracelet. You can buy it per centimeter, and you can find the same one in a silver. It can be for both men and women too. And you have 20% off on all the articles of the popular art, on the ceramics, on the pottery, except for books, CD, DVD tapes that you find at their regular prices. So if you want to take a look in the English editions, here there are some interesting English books about the monasteries and monasticism here in Metera, about Greece, another English book, and about Greek mythology. And here there are some new English editions about Greek cooking and wines, Greek islands, and olive oil. So you can take a look if you want. And to keep safe this piece of paper that you've just taken, it's for the lottery that will take place inside your bus. And some of you will get some presents from our shop for your visits here. So, yes. So please, we can go inside in the exhibition. All the icons are handmade that you will find handmade and handmade.
This is the view from our room in Kalambaka, and the beautiful pinnacles and rocks that we see from our room. It's early in the morning. Well, it's not that early. 8 o'clock. A little after. We're about ready to go to Thessaloniki, where we'll spend 2 nights. And we'll visit Thessaloniki, and tomorrow we're going to be visiting Philippi.
Constantinopolis, the capital of the Byzantine period, fell to the Turks. 1453 AD, and of course after that we have the beginning of the Turkish occupation of the country, which lasted 400 years in the southern part of Greece and 500 years in the northern part. I'll give you more details about it. So this is why Tuesday is really supposed to be an unlucky day. The end of one period and the beginning of another, and a very unpleasant one. So we leave now the small town of Kalambaka, we leave the monasteries of Meteora, and we're traveling west today. We have a very lovely trip ahead of us. We're going to see mountains and a lovely river and the countryside and some small villages. And in about an hour and a half, we're going to have our first coffee break. Yes, there's, of course, yes. Usually it should have much more, you know, it has much more during this time of the year. But as I told you, this winter has been very mild so far.
Who's cooking?
The jelly beans?
Oh, thank you. I could eat beans in the creek.
Look at those light purple trees. Aren't they beautiful?